Hello guys, welcome to Linux College, where you will learn everything you need to know about Linux and more. This is a Linux for Beginners course, and this series will teach you all you need to know to get started with Linux and its technologies from beginners to advanced. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification to receive alert every time a new video is uploaded. If you like the channel and video, please smash the like button and comment. Enough with the talking, let's head over to the video. Today, we will continue with lesson 2, and it will comprise of installing Ubuntu, which is a Linux operating system, which will be used throughout this course. Before we get busy, let's get some brief knowledge of Ubuntu and the tools we will be using throughout the course. What is Ubuntu? Definition and background. Ubuntu is an open source Linux operating system that's easy to install on your personal computer. Key features and benefits. Ubuntu is secure, fast, and has a user-friendly interface. It comes with thousands of free software and apps that caters to your needs. Introduction to VirtualBox. VirtualBox is a free visualization software that lets you run Ubuntu on top of your existing operating system without any installation. Getting your system ready. VirtualBox. Download the latest version of VirtualBox from their official website and install it on your system. Ubuntu ISO image. The next step is to download Ubuntu from their website. Choose the version that suits your need and save the ISO file on your computer. Ubuntu interface and features. Unity interface. Ubuntu has a sleek and modern interface that's easy to navigate. The Unity interface lets you access your favorite application and documents quickly. Software Center. Ubuntu comes with a built-in software center that offers thousands of free and open source applications. Terminal. Ubuntu Terminal lets you execute commands easily and efficiently. It has a wide range of commands that can be used to customize your system. Final thought. The Ubuntu community. Ubuntu has a dedicated and active community that's always ready to help with any problem or issues you might face. Continuous development. Ubuntu is an ever-evolving operating system that continually updates its features and functionalities. Why you should try Ubuntu? If you're looking for an open source and secure operating system that's fast and reliable, then Ubuntu is the way to go. So, we now have a brief idea on what Ubuntu is and the necessary tools we will need throughout this video. So let's get started with the process. Firstly, we will need an application called VirtualBox. Head over to your preferred browser and type download VirtualBox. Click on the VirtualBox official link to access the website. Choose the version of the VirtualBox to download with respect to your current operating system. If you use a Windows system, click on Windows Host. If you use on a Mac system, click on Mac OS Intel Host. I will select Mac OS Intel host because I'm on a Mac system. The download has started, and depending on your internet speed, it will be fast or slow. Given that you have the file already downloaded, we can proceed with the installation. Here are the steps on how to install VirtualBox on Mac OS. Run the installation file downloaded from the official website. The VirtualBox file will open up, then double-click on the virtualbox.pkg file to start up the installer. Click on Continue to proceed. Allow the default setting and click Install. Enter your computer password and click on Install. The installation process will begin and take a couple of minutes to complete. Once the installation completes, click on Close, then you can decide to move the installer to the bin or not. Once you are done installing, head over to your application menu and run the VirtualBox application. If you were able to follow all the steps above, then you have successfully installed VirtualBox on your system. This is the installation process for the Windows operating system. Run the installation file from the download folder and accept the run permissions. Wait for the installation setup to open up. Click on Next to begin the installation. Allow the default settings as it is. Click on Next. You will see a network interface warning, but do not worry about that. Just click on Yes to proceed. Ignore the next warning about missing dependency and click on Yes to proceed. Now, click on Install to commence. The installation process has begun and it will take a couple of minutes to run to completion. Approximately about 3 to 5 minutes. The installation is wrapping up. Just give it a few seconds. The installation process is completed and you now have VirtualBox installed on your system. Just click on Finish and it will launch VirtualBox automatically for you. Previously, we successfully installed VirtualBox on both Windows and Mac OS operating systems. Now, let's proceed with the download and installation of Ubuntu. Head over to your browser and type Download Ubuntu. Click on the first link to access the website. The version I will recommend and I will use throughout this course is Ubuntu 22.04.3 LTS. So click on the download button to begin the download process. If the download doesn't start automatically, click on Download Now and the Ubuntu image should start downloading. It will take several minutes depending on your internet speed. Once the file is downloaded, you can locate it in the download folder. Let's commence with the installation of Ubuntu on our VirtualBox. To start the Ubuntu installation process, launch your VirtualBox application. Once it's launched, click on the New button at the top to create a new virtual machine. Give your virtual machine a name. I will simply call it Ubuntu 22.04. The type should automatically switch to Linux, but if it doesn't, select Linux and the version should be Ubuntu 64-bit. Click on Next. Now, we have to set up the hardware configuration for the virtual machine. We have the first option here, which is base memory. This stands for the virtual machine's RAM. For the sake of this course, we can allow the RAM as it is 2 GB. But if your computer has a bigger RAM, you can take it up to 4 GB, which is approximately 4096 MB. Then we move to the processor, but for the sake of this course, we will allow it unchanged. Click on Next to proceed. We now need to give our virtual machine some storage, but by default, the value there is 25 GB, which is considerably enough for the scope of this course. But note that all the above can be later modified if need arises. Click on Next and then check if all the configurations are correct. If they are correct, click Finish. Once that is done, we will see the virtual machine you created on the left side of your screen. Right-click on the virtual machine you just created and click on Settings. Here, we want to insert the Ubuntu image we just downloaded into our newly created virtual machine. Once the setting is loaded, navigate to the Storage tab. On the left side, you will see something called the Controller IDE. Click on the disk-like icon with the plus. Then click on Add to load up your Ubuntu image. Once you click on Add, navigate to the Download folder and locate the Ubuntu image you just downloaded. Click on the Ubuntu image and click Open, then click on Choose. This will load up the Ubuntu image on your virtual machine. Once that is done, click on OK to proceed. At this point, we are now ready to boot up our virtual machine. Right-click on the virtual machine you created and click on Start, then Normal Start to boot up the machine. Once it loads up, we will proceed the Enter key to load up the Ubuntu operating system. Give it a few minutes to boot up. We now have our operating system booted, but it's not installed yet. So we need to begin the installation process. Select your language on the left side of the screen and click on Install Ubuntu to begin. Now, select your keyboard layout, but the default setting is OK, so click on Continue. On this screen, we will allow the default setting and click on Continue. Now, we have two options here, but we will proceed with erase this and install Ubuntu. Click on Install Now to proceed, then click on Continue. Now, select your region, click on the part of the world where you are located and click on Continue. Input your name and password and click on Continue. Make sure to remember your password because you will need it to access your system. Now the installation will commence. It takes about 20 minutes to complete the installation. We'll be right back when it's done. Alright, we have our Ubuntu successfully installed. Click on Restart Now, then click on Enter and wait for the operating system to boot up. Now, log in with the credentials you provided during the installation. When it's launched, for the first time, you will have some prompts displayed, but for the sake of this course, we do not need those for now. So I will just keep them all. If an update software prompt appears, just close it for now. Congratulations, you have successfully installed Ubuntu. But there is a little issue. If you try expanding the window, you will notice that the Ubuntu doesn't expand as well. Let's fix this real quick. Navigate to the top toolbar and click on the devices, then select Insert Guest Addition CD Image. We now have the guest addition image loaded up. Double click on the disk-like image to open up the files. Right click on the autorun.sh file and click Run as a program. Authenticate your password by providing your password. The installation of Guest Addition will log in automatically and will run for a few minutes. When completed, the window will automatically adjust itself and you can safely close the terminal window and the file manager. And there you have it, Ubuntu in all its beauty and glory. If you have made it to this point so far, congratulations on your journey. You have successfully installed your first Linux operating system. In more videos to come, we will explore in details more about the Linux operating system and the Ubuntu itself. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to smash the like button and share to your friends. To all the returning subscribers, thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please press the subscribe button and turn on the notification so that you wouldn't miss any new upload. See you in the next one.